Hi, everybody. This is Kathy L. Murphy. I am reporting from my little cabin in the woods, Murphy's Law, and I'm all tucked into bed because we've had this winter ice storm roll in. It's icy out. Everything has been canceled. So I'm curled up in my bed in my jammies with my little cat Rush behind me, and little Fig is jumping around me, playing in all the things that I brought out. I've got my beautiful Valentine's pillow I got from Decorate Ornate in Gladewater, Texas, to set me in the Valentine's mood. Um, at this time when we all need to do some celebrating, I've got my breathless wine, which I'm going to have for my Valentine's movie night watch. And I've also put together a little tray of chocolates with dried roses because self-care is important at this time when we're all social distancing. So I hope you'll all have a wonderful time doing those things. I'm going to set that down. And I'm here tonight because every Saturday night, as these 2 years are flying by with COVID social distancing, I realized that my eyes were too tired from reading any longer. So I fell into watching films. And I have watched just about every film that you can watch on Netflix and Hulu and YouTube and all these different shows. But now I'm going back and I'm looking at some of those that were, to me, for the month of February, some of the most romantic films. Now, last week, my focus was on a film that was from India called Mara, Maara. It's a wonderful film that all is based on a little girl that hears a story when she was a little girl, and it stays with her her whole life. That happened to me when I would read these fairy tales and these classic stories. Those stories, those seeds were planted in my life, and they play throughout my world when I'm doing my creating my art, almost in everything that I do. So I want to talk about my second favorite film for this month, and it's going to be the film About Time. Now, About Time is very unusual. It's a time travel film. I just happened upon it. I think it came out in 2013. It has one of my favorite actors, Bill Nighy, which everything he touches is golden. And it stars a young man who is British, and his character's name is Tim. And Tim is a ginger. He's a boy who's never found love in his life, and then he finally goes off to make his way in the world. And before he goes, his father tells him a family story, something that's only passed on to the male heirs in the family. What happens in this book is an extraordinary story about ordinary people. And it's really not just about romantic love between a couple, but it's also the story about love between a parent, a father, and a son. Everything that I find beautiful in this world is found in this film. It's a sweet story. It even has an art tangent to it, which I love because being an artist myself. So I hope you all will, after this little place, go to watch About Time on your favorite streaming service. I believe it's up on YouTube and Netflix and probably Amazon Prime and many more. And as I watch this film, I'm also going to be watching the antics of this little fella who, little Figgy, is jumping in and out of the covers on my bed and just keeping me highly entertained. And then I want to share one last thing. You know, I read a lot, and I read books that are going to be more than likely considered for future 2022 Pulpwood Queen Book Club selections. But I'm very happy to announce that one of the books that I'm going to be reading and selecting for next year is Gary Paulson's Gone to the Woods. This is his story of surviving a lost childhood. I've known Gary Paulson for years. I don't even know how many books he's written. probably the book that you most know by him is probably Hatchet, which was a book that I, to this day, say that if you can't get a boy to read, start him on reading Hatchet, and he will find outdoor adventure. I've always loved books like this because they appeal to my tomboy nature, but this is a great read. I just got it this week. It's a true story of growing up in the wild, whether you're out in the woods or whether you're dealing with parents who don't parenting. It's a wonderful story to read. It'd be a great family story to share. So I wanted to mention that book. As we proceed ahead for the month of February, I will be sharing other romantic films with you on Saturday night. This is a short month, and then we'll be going on to March. We have no idea what 2021 is going to be dealing with us, but right now, I was supposed to have a gallery opening tomorrow at the Lemoreau Gallery in Tyler, Texas, and everything has been put to a standstill because of ice that's come in this winter storm that's following, which we're predicting more precipitation and possibly snow. It's winter, you all. So enjoy a good book, enjoy a good film, and it's about time that you watch this film about time. So it's Saturday night at the movies. We'll see you next time. Every Saturday night at 6:30, I do these pre-show talks and then recommend films. If you have any comments, you can do them at the end of the posts that I put up on my Facebook pages, or subscribe to my Kathy L. Murphy YouTube channel. This will be recorded and it will be posted. If you click on the bell icon, it will let you know when that notification of the video is ready to watch. And please comment about your take on the films. I spend a great deal of time thinking about what I'm going to select for all of you. And this is, to me, one of the very best. So see you next Saturday night at the movies. Bye for now from the Pulpwood Queen.